My name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Caged match, and this is a review for WWE SmackDown for 131, 2020. January is gone already. Holy shit. You start out with Roman Reigns and the Usos, just like last week, and they're cutting a promo, of course, on what they're going to be doing in the future. They've dealt with Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, but of course they get interrupted by Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode, and they should have been dead at Royal Rumble, but of course it's not for some reason. They have to make it even more dead than it was. Baron Corbin is not interesting to me. Nothing about his character, nothing about his in-ring work gets me excited to see SmackDown. And so to begin and end the show again with him automatically kind of gives it like less momentum than it would have had. So the whole end of this beginning promo is they're going to have another match, and the stipulation is the loser has to eat dog food. I am so done with that fucking shtick that I cannot tell you. Seriously, this has been A, done to death, and B, just been boring all the way throughout. There's been nothing good about this. From the pouring of dog food on Roman Reigns to the fucking guy coming out in the dog outfit, like, it's all been ridiculous. It's not been entertainment. It's just been crap. And that's where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how I feel about this whole scenario. And that's how we begin and end the show. After that, you have a fatal four-way for a number one contendership for the SmackDown Tag Team Champion. This is Heavy Machinery versus The Revival versus Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik from Lucha House Party versus Miz and Morrison. It was a decent match. Usual spots, man. It didn't really blow me away. And one of the things is, like, I just feel like they're rehashing the very same formula for every match they do. And it just gets stale and takes me out of it. I am glad that Miz and Morrison got the win, though. Morrison just coming back. I really feel like they should do something with him. Seems like they've automatically put him in a mid-card scene, which sucks because the guy is phenomenal. Like you saw in the match, he was the highlight of the match. John Morrison really has been the highlight of SmackDown. I mean, what more can you say? So, I'm glad they made Morrison win, but come on, man. Let these guys just go out there and do what they do and go all out. Quit sticking to a formula. Then you get a bit with Heavy Machinery after that match with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. It's basically Otis being all nerdy and can't talk to Mandy Rose but wants to ask her out. She says she's busy but makes plans for the Friday after next, which I think is Valentine's Day. And they're going to go on a date, Otis and Mandy Rose. I don't know. Then you get a package with Daniel Bryan. It kind of showed what his body looked like after the strap match, where it was just blistered up. Had marks all over his body. And, so he was talking about how his kids wanted to see it and, whatever. But yeah, just kind of showing how rough it was. Then you got Alexa Bliss and Nicki Cross versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Thankfully, there was no interference in it. It was just a straight-up match. Decent for what it was. Alexa Bliss and Nicki Cross got the win. Then you get Braun Strowman versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This is actually for the Intercontinental Championship. And you have Cesaro and Sami Zayn at ringside, of course. And the usual sticks here. You have Cesaro and Sami Zayn trying to get involved. Sami Zayn is able to capitalize on that for a while. But at the end of the day, the last time they tried to get involved, it backfired. Braun Strowman capitalized, power slam Shinsuke, gets the win, and is the new Intercontinental Champion. So he was pretty excited about that. They kind of gave him a moment after the match to, kind of gloat to the audience, which was cool. I mean, the guy, he's big and he can do quite a bit for a big guy. I mean, I like him in the ring. So, yeah, dude, no problems with that at all. After that, you have a backstage segment with Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Cesaro. They're obviously all upset about what just happened. Sami Zayn playing it up like it's a travesty and yada, yada, yada. And then Elias in the ring cuts them off. They were backstage doing the promo. And so it kind of goes back and forth. Sami Zayn's trying to talk. Elias cuts him off. Finally, Sami Zayn tells Cesaro to go take care of it. So Cesaro goes to the ring, gets cut off before this match even starts. Elias just beats him down, and that was it. It was just a beatdown. Completely one-sided. After that, you get a Sheamus, Chad Gable package. It's kind of illustrating what's happened since Sheamus has come back, even though he's only had like one match and, Roode kicked Chad Gable once. They kind of rehash everything, and it goes back into another match with Sheamus and Chad Gable. And I had kind of the same problems that I had with it the first time at the Royal Rumble. Sheamus is a big guy that does get gassed out. And I really like Sheamus. I think he's great. But I think it would be a lot better if they had shorter matches where he was just dominant. He's got a huge build to him. He's got a great look. Build him up like a monster if that's what you're going to do. Unfortunately, sometimes the matches last too long and he just gets gassed. Chad Gable had a lot of really good offense here, made the match look really good. At the end of the day, Sheamus got the win after a bro kick again. So there you go. Then Bayley comes out to the ring after that. She does a promo where she's talking about Charlotte Flair. Go ahead and make the decision on who you're going to face. We all know it's going to be me. And then she gets cut off by Naomi. Naomi comes out and starts saying, something about she wants her shot at the championship. And so Bayley sucker punches her, but then Naomi turns it around and drives Bayley out of the ring. And Naomi's standing tall. And that leads right into the main event, which is the Usos and Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode. And again, I can't tell you how much I don't care. This should have been done at the Royal Rumble. That was the best you were going to finish this off, to be very honest. You had this no-holds-barred Falls Count Anywhere match, and the Usos in there doing some crazy flying around and stuff. You made it look good toward the end without all 6 guys in there. You should have left it at that. Instead, they come back with this damn loser eats dog food stipulation. Nobody cared. It was ridiculous. I'm going to fast forward to the end. The Usos and Roman Reigns, they win. They bury Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler under tables. And then they handcuffed Baron Corbin and did exactly what Baron Corbin did to Roman Reigns. They poured like 3 buckets of dog food on him. I just didn't care, dude. Like, honestly, the whole gimmick is dumb. The feud has been lackluster at best. So I just give me something real. And it was funny because they called this Super Showdown, I guess making people think that this was going to be somehow a more important SmackDown. But they're doing the same shit and it didn't matter. So I don't care. I like the fact that they gave Braun Strowman the Intercontinental Championship, but start using the good people on your roster instead of all the shitty ones. Just makes sense to me, but hey, what do I know? So at the end of the day, you start with Baron Corbin, you end with Baron Corbin. Maybe they're going to do something with this Otis Mandy Rose thing that'll be funny or something. I don't know. I'll wait and see. I'll try to reserve judgment. The matches were okay. They didn't really grab me, that's for damn sure. I don't know, dude. I just get so tired of SmackDown at this point, honestly. Not really much is exciting to me about SmackDown. They really screwed up in the draft because they're like, hey, these are the guys that are getting attention. WWE had influence when it comes to Fox and who they sent over there. And it's all the people I could give a shit about. Honestly. Or the people that are good, they use either very poorly or not at all, like Cesaro getting dominated by Elias. Cesaro is one of the best pure athletes on the roster, and that's what they're doing with him. It just doesn't make sense to me, dude. None of it does. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. Don't think it really deserves any more than that. I would really love them to start changing up SmackDown in some major ways because it's easily the worst show in wrestling right now. It really is. It's just terrible. So ladies and gentlemen, that's where I'm at. 3 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz, Caged Nation. Out.